Silethiwe Ndlovu is in the Central Drakensberg Mountains. Silethiwe, good to speak to you this afternoon. Talk to us about this inclement weather. Have you started to feel the pinch of the cold just yet?
What I can tell you, Hugo, is that we do have a bit of sun. This side, it was a bit chilly in the morning, but it is a bit hot at this moment. But we do, of course, know that the alerts that went out did state that we would see the cold front later on in the evening, leading into Tuesday. But at this particular moment, it is a bit sunny this side. But I just want to bring in someone that does live and work in the area, just to talk to us about how the cold weather then can get, particularly when you're looking at this area. I know, Ross, we spoke about how you're not so far from the mountains. Just talk to us about the conditions here. How cold can it get?
Well, you can get minus temperatures. It can actually become very, very cold. Not freezing, where you've got to make sure you got all your blankets and everything on you. But here on the farm, Ardmore Guest Farm, we get minus degrees. What's fortunate for us is that we, of course, then have fireplaces and everything. Sometimes you do have to feel for the animals, of course, to go with it. We've got quite a lot of sheep and scarp, and we've got goats and everything. So we do try to take steps to make sure that all our animals, our guests as well, they are warm as possible.
And actually, that's my next question. How are you going to ensure that your animals are, well, warm leading into the next few days? So
we're very fortunate enough that a lot of our animals sleep indoors. Well, we've got shelters and said paddocks for them as well. One of the sort of only miniature horse studs in KZN. So we've got horse blankets for our little animals and everything to go with it. But surprisingly or not, we actually don't get a lot of snow here in the Cathkin area or Central Drakensberg. You'll get it 100% on the mountains as well. I think they're even coming to say hello to us. So, yeah, it's fortunate that where we are and where we're situated, we don't get a lot of snow on the property. But on those cold, really cold days, we do take steps to, for example, get them out into the sun. What's so nice about winter, it doesn't rain. That's the best part.
And I think my next question, I know we spoke about this off air, but you told me how that, particularly when you're looking at the Drakensberg area, having snow here actually works to your advantage. Talk to me about that.
Well, 110%. Being in the hospitality industry, you'll find lots of well-known resorts, including us, of course, Ardmore Guest Farm. You'll find that the Snowcap Mountains really give you a sense of, oh, wow, I'm almost like in a different place. South Africa being a hot place, having snow-capped mountains, it's a good Instagram/Facebook post kind of idea as well. And having international guests, they thoroughly enjoy it. Gives them opportunities to hike and climb in a snowy area almost. But it's always so funny, roughly about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, some of the snow is completely melted as well. So it's good hiking opportunities, good sightseeing, good, just a good vibe, if that makes sense.
And maybe then lastly, just to close it off, I know we've spoken about the farm animals that you have here, but you heard about the alerts. How are you going to be keeping warm tomorrow?
Well, fortunately enough, all our units and whatnot have, of course, fireplaces as well. So that goes a long way, and heaters and wall heaters and so on and so forth. Personally, myself, this is just my normal attire. The cold doesn't affect me. But of course, going to dress warmly. I think most everyone is going to dress warmly as well. But it's just, I think when you live in the area, you get very used to it, if that makes sense.
It does. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Ross. Hugo, that's someone that lives and works in the area, talking to us about how they are preparing for the possible snow that we are then likely to see tomorrow. But what I'm getting from that conversation is that a lot of people that do live in the Drakensberg area are quite prepared for the possible possible snow that we're going to be seeing tomorrow. And that's probably because, Hugo, they state that they are then used to those cold weather conditions. But at this point, we will continue to monitor the weather and we'll also just speak to more residents in terms of how they are then going to ensure that they stay warm leading into tomorrow.
Silethiwe Ndlovu, I get the distinct impression that you are sticking around till the snow falls, if it does tomorrow. Thanks so much for your time this afternoon. Silethiwe Ndlovu coming to us from the Drakensberg.